Hello students, we are in the second practical for the third year BSc HS course. Today we will be seeing an international menu planned on Italian style, in which we will be having a soup, a main course with chicken, its accompaniments and a dessert. So we will be having crema zuppa di verdura, which is cream of vegetable soup made in Italian style with the Italian ingredients and Italian flavorings to it. Then in main course we have pollo florentina. Pollo means chicken in Italian. We will be preparing a chicken with Florentine style, which will be having spinach and cream based sauce on it, and we will be gratinating it. And its accompaniment would be in vegetable funghi formaggio. Funghi is mushrooms. We will be stuffing the mushrooms and gratinating it with mozzarella cheese, which is known as formaggio. And we will be having patata siciliana. Patata means potatoes. We will be having sliced potatoes which are made golden brown on the pan, and we will be serving them in Sicilian style. Sicilian style is basically sliced onions, sliced tomatoes with Italian flavorings and herbs which are topped on the potatoes. And with the dessert we will be having mango panna cotta. Mango panna cotta. Panna cotta means cooked cream. So we will be having heavy cream, regular cream, and we will be cooking it with gelatin and mango which has been preserved during the summer season that we have in India. And then we will be setting it and we will be garnishing it with mango dust, which we will prepare with tart mold, tart and mango. So for the misa we have prepared, this is for the soup. We have all the vegetables which are required. It has carrots, potatoes, onions, capsicum and celery. We will be cooking it, pureeing it, and then we will be finishing off with the bechamel sauce that we have prepared. Then for the main course we have marinated the chicken breast with Italian herbs, oil, garlic and salt and pepper. For the accompaniment we have mushrooms which we have taken out. We have taken out its inner part. We have chopped it and we will be preparing a mixture out of it with onions, garlic, mushrooms and capsicum. Then we have sliced the spinach in chiffonade and we will be using it for our pollo florentina. These are the parboiled potatoes which we have taken into sliced roundels, thin sliced roundels. We will be giving them golden brown color, and then we will be topping it up with Sicilian style sauce, for which we have sliced onions and tomatoes. We have mango preserved in its original form, and this is for mango dust which we will be using it for garnish. This is mozzarella cheese which I have diced. This is gelatin. This is regular milk, heavy cream and double cream. So students, we are starting first with the mango panna cotta. We have taken milk, we are putting it for a boil. Now we will be adding a little bit of double cream and then a little bit of heavy cream inside it. We will be stirring it and cooking it for one boil, and then we will simmer it for some time till the cream gets cooked. The dessert first, which is mango panna cotta, because it takes time to set. Once it comes to a boil, we reduce down the flame and then we add the mango puree which has been preserved. We stir it well and then we start it again. Now we add the gelatin which has been dissolved in warm water for it to set. We will add gelatin, we will whisk it nicely, and then we will be setting it in mold in refrigerator for 5 to 6 hours. Now we will start with our crema zuppa di verdure, which is our cream of vegetable soup. We'll add all the vegetables in it in oil. Then we'll add little bit of garlic. We'll saute it till translucent. We'll add the seasoning, salt, pepper, mixed herbs, and once the flavors come, we add capsicum and the potatoes which we have parboiled before. We add the potatoes at last because they have been parboiled and we do not need more starch to the soup, as we will be thickening it with cream. Now we will start with the pollo florentina. We will just heat the oil and put the chicken for cooking, skin side down, for it to have a golden crust. Once the skin gets a little bit of color, we will turn it to the other side and give color to the other side as well. Once the color is enough, we will remove little bit of extra oil and juices which are there, and then we will set on another flame for it to cook with little bit of stock. Now we will start with our accompaniment, which is funghi formaggio. We will do the mushroom stuffing first. We will add onion, garlic in oil, translucent, then capsicum and the mushroom stems which we have removed to hollow the mushrooms. We will cook it a little bit and we will add little bit of balsamic vinegar to it for flavor. And once it is cooked, we will switch off the flame. We will season it with salt, pepper and mixed herbs, Italian herbs. We'll add little bit of parsley. We will arrange the mushrooms now and we will put all the stuffing inside it one by one. We'll fill it properly. The mushrooms, we will bake them raw. The stuffing will be cooked and we will top them with mozzarella. This will go into baking for 5 to 10 minutes on 200 degrees Celsius. Now once the soup is done on the other side, we'll puree it and then we will finish it with little bit of vegetable stock. We will adjust the seasoning, and after the seasoning we will finish it with bechamel sauce that we have prepared. Salt, pepper is the only seasoning that it requires, as it has natural vegetable flavors. 2 spoons of bechamel sauce is enough for it. Now we will start with the Florentine, which is the topping of the pollo Florentine. We will add onion and garlic to oil. Then we will put the chiffonade spinach inside it. Once it starts sweating, we will add a little bit of salt and pepper. And once it is cooked, we will switch off the flame and we will add bechamel to it. And once we come to know what consistency we need, we will start the flame again, reduce it a little bit. And after the searing of chicken, we will put it on a baking tray. We will put the juices on top so that it does not get dry. We will put the Florentine and we'll put mozzarella and bake it. Now we start with the patata siciliana. The sliced potatoes, we will make them golden on a pan on a little bit of oil. And then we will turn them after they start getting golden color. In the meanwhile, we need to check if the mango panna cotta is set in the refrigerator. We need to keep checking on it. So once we turn them, we wait for them to get a golden brown color, good golden brown color, and then we remove it from the flame. And then we start with the Siciliana style sauce. We saute the onions which have been sliced. We add a little bit of garlic. We give them Italian seasonings, which are special Italian herbs which consist of basil, thyme and oregano. Then we add the sliced tomatoes and we keep them a little bit raw. We add the rest of the potatoes, chopped parsley on top, and that is it. It's done. Now we plate the soup. We put it in a soup bowl. We add cream on top and then we garnish it with chopped parsley. So it's a simple style of presentation. Italians like their food fresh and simple. So this is crema zuppa di verdure. Now we will start the plating of our main course. This is patata siciliana. We plate it nicely. The Siciliana style at the base and the potatoes on the top, and then we can again cover it with the Siciliana style on top as well. It depends upon what presentation style we need on top. Then we will plate the mushrooms. We will make an elevation, 4 mushrooms at the base, 1 mushroom on top, and chopped parsley to garnish it with. We can also use reduced balsamic vinegar to glaze this mushroom. It gives a very nice flavor to it. And now we will plate the chicken which has been gratinated in the oven. We cut it into 2 and we plate it nicely. You can do other platings as well. And from top we will just put a little bit of chicken sauce which was obtained while cooking the chicken. This gives all the natural flavor of the chicken which were lost during its baking, but we do not let them go to waste, we use them. So this is the plating of the main course in one plate itself. It's a pre-plated main course, Italian. Now we will move to mango panna cotta. For mango panna cotta, we have made a chili jam. This is a red chili jam that we have prepared. You can use mint jam as well. Once we swoosh the chili jam on plate, we will demold the mango panna cotta. You have to be really careful while demolding it. And once it is demolded, we will garnish it with shaved chocolate. You can also garnish it with mango dust, which can be prepared with mango, fresh mango or preserved mango, and you can bake it with tart mixture.